Reba here. Welcome back to Gooseberry Homestead. Oh my goodness, you guys, this week has been so long. I ended up only doing 2 days of the plant sale because I was really tired, and the wind really took it out of me the second day that we did it. And so I had made a video, but I was so like down in, I guess, down in the mouth, however you want to say it, but I was like just didn't feel so great. Now my anxiety was coming on, so I needed a few days to recoup, I guess I should say, because I can't talk, when I get going really quick and my brain's moving really fast and my tongue can't keep up with my mouth. So I took like a day or so to recoup. So let's take a look at the garden. I have managed to create these little covers for my pots along here. Now it makes it a little bit difficult for the bugs to get in and pollinate the squashes, but I kind of want my kohlrabi to have a chance to actually get a little bit bigger, because the crows were just eating all the leaves. Didn't fully kill it. The leaves started growing back again, but I need to protect them. So yeah, so now everything's along the fence line. So who knows, maybe I'll move the green pots into the greenhouse now that it's pretty much said and done over there, and all the heat escapes, so I might be able to take the shelves off and hang them on the lower sections. So I'm thinking about, I might do that to help the plants to be able to do their thing. So we'll see. All right, so let's take a look here. So I think that this plant here is a bee balm, because I was looking at the Bonnie's plant website, and I'm not sure what the rest of the United States has, but on the West Coast we have a Bonnie's plants. Bonnie's, I don't know, I can't remember exactly, but it's Bonnie something. Some of you will know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I looked it up because this came in with my lemongrass, and I got the lemongrass because it had another plant with it, and it didn't look just like, it didn't look like an edible to me, so I grabbed it up. And on their website, so I looked to see what their nursery grew, and this looks like it might be a bee balm. So let me know, you guys, if you have any ideas if that's what this is or not. But it is forming little, either more branches or nodes or buds or something. So I'm waiting to see. The bee balm will have like flowers and that sort of thing, so it'll attract bees. So I'm waiting to see it. It's a very pretty little plant. So let's see here. Let's see if anything's germinated here. Nothing yet. So I have lavender and I believe poppies seeds that were in these, but nothing happening. Up here on the top, I've moved the black goji berries. They're all the ones with the little black tip toothpicks. So those are goji berries. And then over along the side is the tamarillos, and they will be like a small shrub, but they will eventually turn into a tree. So I've got a few of those coming up now, so they're doing good. But I put the cover on here because of those darn crows. So that's how that's looking. And then right under here, I put a cover on this too, but I've got a little sprout right there finally. This is actually shishio basil or Japanese mint. So I've got one that's come up right over here. So I'm keeping it covered so that the crows don't peck at it and mess with it. So I'm gonna create a little cover, a better cover for this, kind of like these ones with elastic, so that the crows won't peck at it so much. I need to get the echinacea planted out. And then down in here, I saw a sprout here too. Let's see if there's any more. I'm not seeing any more, but there's a little sprout right here, and this could be the Japanese parsley, and or could be salt herb, depends, because I was watering it and the water could have shifted the seeds. So far one sprout, and I'm hoping, you guys, it is the Japanese parsley who is on this side, but like I said, the water could have moved the seeds over. So either one I'd be very happy for. So that's that. I've got comfrey over here mixed with my spinach. all the flowers are doing good over here. I got a wandering Jew down there. And then here are my Elfenspiegels. This one is tipping over. It's getting a little bit too, the flowers are getting a little bit heavy. So it's pulling the plant over. So I might need to put a little stake in there, like with some twigs, and create a little, like a trellis for it, kind of. So it's looking really cool though. Very, very happy. Rose bush. Most of these were some of the flowers that just didn't set very well, you guys, because of, they're falling apart. They're falling apart in my hands. These flowers didn't, these ones aren't so great because they were on the bush when I rescued it from Walmart. And then this one was developing since I've gotten it home. And look how beautiful this is. So this is what it's really supposed to look like, you guys. This beautiful orange, and then it turns the pink color. So that is one that didn't do so great at this from the store. The colors are very pale, very anemic looking. So that's the comparison right here, two side by side, you guys. So healthy, not quite as healthy. So I'm hoping, oh my goodness, I was just gonna say, I was hoping that it's gonna put on more rosebuds, and look at that. The deadheading has worked and we've gotten more rosebuds forming. I'm so excited. I'm hoping that there'll be even more than that coming back on. Loving this. And right now Walmart's got a lot of their rose bushes marked down, you guys. So head on over and grab up rose bushes. I really wanted to get one today, but it was still marked at $18, but it had an amazing scent. So I probably won't get another one this year. I'll just stick with this one. I would really love to have a really pretty pink and a really pretty purple rose bush that has excellent rose scent. A strong rose scent too, by the way. So this is how my other rose is looking. And I'm hoping that maybe it'll be putting on some rosebuds as well. And there's a high chance that it might. So we will just watch it and see. But it's looking good. This one's supposed to have a light rose scent. But yeah, so the project for these parts of the fence line is looking really good. So yeah, I'm thinking my pizza's burning. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So the pizza, only one of them was starting to get a little bit burnt, but it's perfect for my one son. My other son's really happy because we found star-shaped fish nuggets, I guess. I was calling them fish sticks, but they're more like a nugget. And they say Great Britain on them, made with salmon and different fish and that sort of thing. So he's really looking forward to that. They smell really good. I tried talking him out of one of them. He wouldn't let me try it, but they smelled really good. So anyway, so as you can tell by looking at the greenhouse, I've moved a bunch of my plants. And I did this because I'm needing to keep a better eye on them, because I've got the crows trying to get to them. So I moved them up closer to the house so that I can protect them a little bit better, you know, when I'm out here. And I can keep a better eye on them. So I'm still going to be making some covers for them. But now I don't have to do it quite as quick, even though there's literally only like, 24 feet in between, where 24 to maybe 45 feet between where I have them now over here versus right over here. But literally that little bit of feet does make a huge difference. So I'm going to be, I moved the chives out of here and I got them planted in one of the gray pots. So now I can fill this pot up with a bunch of these little pine berries. And I've got a lot of pine berries. So I'm thinking I'm going to fill this one with pine berries. I'm going to fill the one on the very end with pine berries as well. And kind of like put them in between all my other strawberries. I only ended up with one red berry in both of these sections here. So the majority of them are all pine berries. So now I'll just let these ones make new babies. And these were babies the year before last. So last year, only a couple of them made berries and the rest of them were just young. So these are relatively young berry plants. I'm thinking strawberries, do well for about 3 years, and then you need to allow the runners to create new berry plants in order to get good harvests. Anywhere between 3 to 5 years. So yeah. All right, so right here I put the pink lemonade blueberry right here on the end, and I will need to get something put on over this as well, because the crows will try to get this too, because they're going to think that the berries are ready, because these will turn like a bright red color. So I'm going to need to make a cover for it, especially since they are attacking my stuff. The same with these. Now these are already a red berry on this one, the Thundercloud elderberry, but in July they will turn black. And I have a very small crop this year. As you can see, I have loads of areas where they didn't develop, and this was only a half of a cluster. And so this one, I only have a few too. So they didn't do so good this year, at least on this elderberry, but I have quite a few areas where elderberries are forming. So it's still pretty good. All right, so moving on, I've got the lemon verbena here doing good, and then I have more lemon verbena that's going good. I'm going to trim off this down really low, and I'm going to individually root all of these taller sections. It's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, close to 12. I'm going to be rooting some taller sections and get those ready to go for in the future. And let these branch out, and then I'll trim them and let them branch out from there, creating new plants. So that's the idea and the plan behind that one. All right, going over here. So now this is what I have left after part of the yard sale, the plant sale. These are pretty much not going to be, I'm not going to be using these plants, so I'm probably going to end up maybe experimenting and just like sticking them in the ground somewhere in the yard, and then if they live, they live, and if they don't, they don't. All right, moving on over here. Got all these washed off. We had the plants on them out front. This one right here is the sharp blue blueberry, and it's doing really, really good. And so yeah, so same thing, I'm going to need to create a cover for that too. But now I have, since I have the elderberries up next to the house, the elderberries have these lilies in them. I thought the rats had eaten them, but I'm thinking that the squirrel buried one of those horse chestnuts into one of my pots, and that must have been what he dug up. So yeah, so this is the lilies, and the rats didn't eat them. So I've got one in with the thundercloud, and there's 2 sections growing up on this one. These stargazer lilies, one of my favorite flowers. So not my favorite smelling flower, but it's one of my favorite looking flowers. So as we can see here, we don't have barely any berries on this branch at all. And then this one here is pretty well loaded. The same with this top one here, and then this one's sparse. So we'll see. I had to spray a lot of my leaves off, or my flowers, because my leaves had gotten all dusty and dirty, and I think that really messed up my my fruit production on my my berries. So that's a real bummer. But you know, hey, live and learn, you guys. So now they're away from the fence line, and it's still really dusty along the fence area right at the bottom where the dust can come through really easy. Like all of the dandelions are just coated in a thick layer of dirt. So it's working, but you know, it's also not working. So anyways, but I mean, I'm not out here out here all the time. I've been being inside a lot more, but as soon as my husband gets back home from what he's doing, then guess what's going to be happening? You better believe it. I'm going to be outside a lot more, because I can't be in the house. I can't be talking to my sister on the phone in the house, and I'll have to be outside because he has to hear his job to do. So anyways, I don't remember, you guys, what this plant is here. I can't remember which one it is. I'll know when fall comes around, because one of these is the Spartan, and it'll turn bright red. Leaves will turn bright red. And then the other one, I'm not sure. But one, it turns super bright red. So I can't wait. So I'm thinking this one's the Patriot, and I'm thinking this one is the Spartan. But I'll have to go back and look at my videos and see which ones, because I can tell by the scraggly little bits down here, the small sections down low. This one had the little sections down low that I'm going to be cutting off that have some little dinky fruits on them. So yeah. But we do have ripening blueberries on them, and they are substantially a really good size. Like, they're bigger than my sharp blueberry. I'm so glad I got these blueberry bushes. So this is my currant plant, and it's doing good. And those of you who know what currant leaves look like, this is the Crandall currant, so that's why the leaves look like that. Okay, so like I needed more berries, but I wanted to show you guys because I did a video the other day, and this berry is ready to come off, you guys. It is 1 1/4 inches in length, because I had done another video, but this is really, really big. Now, the cone didn't come out of it, so it's supposed to be a raspberry, but the cone is kind of stuck in there a little bit. But the thing was all black, or all like brown, so it looked pretty much ready. So this is supposed to be a raspberry, but this is a massive berry. It is one, like I said, you guys, it looks bright, dark. There we go. That shows the color a little bit more true right there. It is almost completely black, but the red in it is, you know, when you put it up to the light, it looks red. So, and then, so this is, and it's got more berries for me, you guys. You got little berries here, like little ones, just now forming, haven't even opened yet. So I'll be getting more fruit on this. Very encouraging. So I did try, this is the orange raspberry, you guys, but it's not orange, it's more of a red color. And these are not ripe. It needs to get a little bit brighter red, and then it's ready. It tastes just like the Tulamine, and I'm starting to wonder if maybe it doesn't have the same segments. It almost looks exactly like my Tulamine over here. So I wouldn't be surprised if she had a Tulamine and she didn't know it. So I'm really happy to have 2 of these in my garden, because the Tulamine tastes amazing, you guys. And so the Logan raspberries really gets really big, you guys. It gets really big. I'm sure it could have gotten a lot darker. So come over here. These are my rescues today from Walmart. I picked up another Logan blackberry, as you can see. It's pretty close, the same color. This one was in the sun more. And it's been messed with quite a bit by other people. So it's coming off more like a blackberry, you guys. So I don't know. Maybe it takes after, maybe it's kind of like the boysenberries, you guys, where it takes after the blackberry parent more. So that's very, very possible. Let's look at the underside of the leaf. It's kind of darker green. That's interesting. It takes after, I think it takes after the blackberry side more, but it's definitely, it could be a combination of the two. It definitely looks like a raspberry, not a blackberry. So, and then this one right here is a Marion blackberry. So, I don't think I had one of these. I might have had one a couple years ago and couldn't remember what type it was, so I just like planted it in the yard, and then I put it in the wrong spot, so it didn't make it. But we got a few berries on here, so we got some blackberries that I will have more of an idea of what I know what they are. But the thorns are more that of a raspberry. They're like a combination of blackberry and raspberry. I'm gonna have to look up a Marionberry and look and see if it is a combination of a black and a raspberry. That would be really interesting if I have 2 varieties that are like a combination of a black and a raspberry, because I'm loving, you guys. I love my boysenberry over here, and it's also a combination of a blackberry and a raspberry. Absolutely love it. So that's pretty much how everything's looking out here. And I'm going to be cleaning these bad boys up and getting them all looking good. I don't have another 2 pots from the dollar store, though, for them to go into now. What will I do? Oh my goodness, you guys. I get myself in these pickles. I looked and looked and looked for more of this style, but they're out at the dollar store. They don't have these ones anymore. So, and I'm not sure, what they are, because I have issues. I have serious issues, like OCD issues, wanting my pots to look the same. But anyways, think what I'll do is I'll leave these ones in these pots for this year, and then I'll see what is available next spring. Next spring, they may end up having these containers again at the dollar store. There's a possibility that they could, or I could look online and see if they have any. So that's how they're looking, and all my trees are looking pretty good. All the apples fell off of this columnar right here, and here's all the other plants, all the plants that didn't sell at the plant sale. I still have quite a few. I'll be taking pictures of them and posting them. My son is still trying to raise money, so I told him he could use plant money to save up for what it is that he's wanting. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick by what I said. So he made close to $100, I think. So yeah, so everything's looking good. Looking to see here, the eggplant's getting bigger, and the pumpkin plants over here are large and in charge. Look how big they're looking. They look great. I think these ones are the Cinderella pumpkins. And then I've got chives. I put the chives in here. And then other things are growing, and I've got the beans are trying to do something here. They're getting a little bit it looks like I only ended up with maybe 1.5 bean sprouts. Another little pumpkin's coming up here. It's the same as this one. And then cucumbers, and I've got a lot of male flowers that are coming on my cucumbers and that sort of thing. So let's see. And some of the balls are forming on the onions, which is really nice. This one's the biggest one I have so far. So they're looking really good. Let's look down here. We got tomatoes ripening. That's nice and exciting. Look at these balls are getting nice and big on the onions. That's really nice to see. And I'm getting flower formations on the carnival squashes. And so yeah, so all the herbs are looking good. Let's go take a look in the back at the tomatoes really quick, and then we'll sign off. And the comfrey's doing really, really good in with sun most of the day, and then evening shade along that fence line over there. It's massive leaves. They're like gigantic. And these ones are a little bit smaller, but it's exactly the same plant. So I got grass coming up now. You can kind of see it in the viewfinder here. A little bit better in the camera view than in person, but this is some grass seed that I had inside, and I threw it out. So now I've got grass coming up back here. I'm going to let it get tall, and I'm going to let it reseed and drop more seed so that this whole back area can fill in with some nice grass. And then let's check the tomatoes. Tomatoes are looking good. I've got so many small tomatoes. I have 3 decent sized tomato plants back here, but you can see the blackberry bushes are invading and they are trying to take over. So I need to come and clip them back again. It's like a constant battle right here. And then let's check that anthill. And the anthill is right there. And that big brown looking stuff right there. Right there. Oh my goodness, it's massive, you guys. Let's move over a little bit more. There, that's a better view of it. That hill is so huge. There's so many ants just walking on it. But anyways, yeah. So my tomatoes are doing okay. So I probably won't plant them in this area. My hands are getting completely red now. I'm gonna go try these out. I need to wash them before I try them, but I have a feeling that they're gonna taste really, really good. And I'll let you guys know. Oh shoot, I'll just take a taste. Okay. Oh my word. Okay, you guys got a Walmart near you, and if they're selling any of the Logan black raspberries, they'll have a label that says blackberry. They might be in the clearance section. Go grab them up, you guys. It tastes like a raspberry with blackberry undertones. Oh my goodness, this is good. And this one here, and I took a bite out of it, 1 1/4 inch big. Okay, you keep them watered and your berries are gonna get massive. These are really good size, but these ones kept the cone on the inside. I'm gonna be checking all of them as they ripen, and if they all do this, I'm gonna know for sure. I'm gonna look it up also, just like the Marionberry, and see what they say on that. You guys, I'm so excited. So yeah, I'm glad I grabbed another one of the Logan black raspberries, because oh, they're yummy. I like them. Oh my, had to taste it again. Oh my goodness, so good. And all these are looking good too. The crows have not been messing with these lower pots down here, at least not yet. Maybe I spoke too soon. They're probably listening, you guys. And I moved some of my pansies out from the front yard into here, some of the ones that I really loved. Look at that, you guys, just beautiful. I got pansies that have white with purple lavender tops. This is like a polka dotted one. The genetics did some weird stuff, and then these ones are really pretty too. The genetics just mixed them. I gotta go like all the way around this tent, you guys. All right. Oh my gosh, look at all the blueberries ripening. Oh my goodness. So many blueberries. So exciting. And my chamomile is doing really awesome. So where was I? Okay. Oh my goodness. Look at the beautiful little pansy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you guys. It is just absolutely beautiful. Cute little pansies. And this one I believe is an all white. I thought I had an all white pansy with a little yellow center. This one's finally perked back up, but it was like drooping over when I transplanted it. So I got some really pretty purples, and then some light lavenders with the yellows, and then I got this little polka dotted one, which I just think is so cute. So I grabbed it. And there's some more cute ones out front that I might grab because they just looked really cool. These tomatoes are actually doing really good. I believe these are the black cherry tomatoes. So I'm liking these ones. I'll definitely probably grow these ones again next year. And I'll probably, if we're still living here, I'll probably plant fewer tomatoes. Just what I need. So they're doing good. And the celery root is loving these pots. I don't know what is with it, but it's loving these pots. Just doing great. So anyways, you guys, thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. Click that bell button. As always, you guys have a wonderful day, and God bless. Bye.